My name is Cora. I was a very quiet girl. I sat on the last bench of the class. I was never the center of everyone's attention. I was almost invisible. But I had a secret in my heart. It was a very big secret. This secret consumed me every day. His name was Ian. He was not in my class, but I saw him on campus every day. His smile was like the sun. That smile could light up the whole world. My world was certainly lit up. His voice was like a calm river. Listening to it would make all sorrows disappear. And me? I was just an ordinary girl. I sat on the last bench. I watched him from a distance. I was too scared to tell him. I was afraid to let him know how much he meant to me. So I started writing letters. I didn't write emails. I didn't send texts. I wrote real letters with a pen and paper. Every night, I would sit by my window. The moonlight was my only companion. I would take out my special notebook. I poured my entire heart onto the paper. I wrote about his smile. I wrote about how his smile made my world brighter. I wrote about his kindness. I once saw him helping an old man cross the road. I saw him feeding a street dog from his own lunch. His kindness restored my faith in people. I wrote about the moment I first saw him. He was sitting under the old oak tree on campus. He was reading a book. The sunlight was playing in his hair. He looked like an angel from heaven. Just looking at him would create a beautiful ache in my chest. It was the pain of an extraordinary feeling. Each of my letters was a piece of my soul. Each word was a silent confession of my love. But I never gave him the letters. I couldn't gather the courage. The letters remained hidden. They were kept in a small wooden box. The box was a gift from my grandfather. It was my most precious possession. I kept the box under my bed. It was a treasure trove of my unspoken words. Because I was afraid. I was terrified. I was afraid of what he would think. What if he laughed after hearing my words? What if he thought I was strange? I was afraid that if I told him everything, I would lose everything. I would lose even the small place I had in his world, even though that place was just of a girl in the background. So my letters piled up. The box became heavy with my feelings. One afternoon, I was going to college. The sun was shining brightly. Birds were singing. The day felt like the beginning of something new. I finally made up my mind. Today was the day. Today, I would be brave. Today, I would give him a letter. Just one. I chose the letter I had written the night before. It was very simple. It just said that his smile made my day beautiful. I folded it carefully. I put it in my pocket. My hands were trembling. My palms were sweaty. But my heart was steady. This was a new feeling for me. It was determination. I rehearsed the words in my mind 1,000 times. Hello, Ian. My name is Cora. I just wanted to give you this. The words sounded simple enough. I started walking on campus. I saw him near the library. He was talking with his friends. He was smiling. That beautiful, enchanting smile. My courage began to fade. My feet felt as heavy as lead. Not now, I thought. I will wait for a better moment. That day, I had almost reached him. There was only a few feet of distance. But just then, one of his friends came and called him away. My chance was lost. I sighed and told myself I'll try tomorrow. But I never got another chance. I never got that better moment. Tomorrow never came. That evening, the world changed. The news spread like a wildfire. It spread through phone calls. It spread through text messages. It was a dark cloud that covered everyone. Ian had been in a terrible car accident, and he was no more. Just like that. The words "no more" echoed in my head. It didn't feel real. How could he be gone? I had just seen him a while ago. I had heard his laugh. The whole world fell silent. All the noise stopped. My body froze. I couldn't move. My chest was shattered. It felt like a giant hand was squeezing my heart. For the first time in my life, I understood the meaning of heartbreak. It wasn't just a word in a song. It was a real, physical feeling. It was the ugliest feeling in the world. I went back home. I don't remember the walk. I think my feet just carried me. I went to my room. The moonlight was coming through the window. The same moonlight under which I used to write my letters. I reached under my bed. I took out that small wooden box.
I opened it. I stared at the pile of letters. These were the words he would never read. These were the feelings he would never know. Tears started to fall from my eyes. Hot and heavy tears. Those tears blurred the ink of the top letter. The words I had held on to so tightly were smudged. Everything was a mess. My heart was a mess. My words were a mess. The next morning, the world was grey. The sun was hidden behind the clouds. It knew. The world knew that Ayan was gone. I took a letter from the box. It was the last one I had written, the one I wanted to give him. I took it to the campus. The campus was silent. Everyone was sad. I walked towards that old oak tree. The same tree where I had first seen him. The same tree where he used to sit with his books. The same tree where the sunlight would kiss his hair. I knelt down. The ground was damp. I placed the letter under the roots of the tree. It was the final resting place for my secret love. I whispered his name. The wind carried that name away. Then I stood up and walked away. I didn't look back. People say that time heals all wounds. They say the pain will lessen. They say you will move on. But that's not the whole truth. Some wounds never fully heal. They just become a part of who you are. They are like scars on your soul. Ayan is my scar. And I carry that scar every day. So if you are listening to me, then remember my words. Promise me this. Don't wait. Don't hide your feelings behind fear. Don't lock your love in a box. Don't write letters that never reach their destination. Life is very short. It is unpredictable. And it is very, very precious. Because sometimes tomorrow never comes. This was my story. It's a sad story. Perhaps it's your story too.